fam, it's your girl Leah, back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another crochet hair review video. And today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title, is the Boho Locs Majesty twist hair. Now, if you're not familiar with my series, welcome, join the family, hit that subscribe button. But this is not a tutorial, this is not a DIY, and this is not an install video. This is a review where I'm coming on here literally reviewing a hair. Coming on here first with my first day thoughts of a crochet hair, showing you how it looks literally the first day right after install. If you do nothing and you apply it from package to head, what it looks like. I tell you, overall, was it an easy install, hard install, how many packs of hair I needed, how much time it took, how did I knot the hair, do I feel like it's lightweight, heavy, all that stuff. I give you those details in my first day portion. Then I come on here 1 week later with my 1 week thoughts of a hair. 1 week in, showing you how it looks. Has it gone uphill or downhill in the course of a week? And overall, what my nighttime routine has been like with the hair in that week. Then I come on here with my final thoughts of the hair, whether it's been 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. I come on here on the literal last day that I'm wearing the hair and telling you, overall, has it been a pleasant experience? Do I think it's water friendly, active wear friendly, and overall, do I recommend you go out and try said hair? Now, there are timestamps below for those who are impatient and who want to skip around. But for those who want to watch the video all the way through, just keep watching to see my first day thoughts on this Boho Locs Majesty twist hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my day one thoughts on this Boho Locs Majesty twist hair. I'm holding up the package, although I use this. Now, like I say in my intros, this is not a DIY tutorial or install. However, I do have an install for this hair. I'll link it up above. But this is what it looks like in my head post that install. Install was filmed on the same day. I'm just coming back 30 minutes later showing you how it actually looks in my hair. Doing a turnaround. Now, Boho Locs is the name of the company. I know it could be confusing, like, are they Boho Locs or are they twists? Boho Locs, name of the company, because they do sell locks, but they also have twists. These are called their Majesty twist. And now, this is the color selection that I have it in, and it is in the 18 inches style of the hair. I love length. I love the drop. I love the color. I love everything about this hair. Now, I bought this hair with my own coinage from this site. Again, spent my own money on it. And as I said in my install video, I don't think I remembered how much I paid because I bought this hair maybe like 4, 5 months ago. It's been a few months since I bought this hair, quite honestly, and it wasn't on my order confirmation, but I looked at it and I was a little sticker shock. Now, this hair on the Boho Locs site is $167. They do have a 10% off coupon you can use if it's your first order, so you can use that for that 10% off. And I was like a little sticker shock because I was like, okay, Leah, this is a little bit much, but I had to think about it in the sense of I did this myself. If you saw my install video, I did this myself. I did it on a older braid pattern, kind of in the sense that I redid about 3 braids. 3 braids was looking a little janky because, you know, Chanfran did a little number on your girl's hair. It did a beating to that hair. And so I had the lake wave in for 2 weeks, had to take that hair on out, and I had to make room for this lovely hair that I have in right now, but it was $167. Now, like I said again in my install video, I don't have my pulse on society. I don't know how much box braids or passion twist or spring twist or box twist or kinky twist or knotless braids cost. Like, I don't know if you go to a professional get your hair done, because I have not professionally gotten my hair braided in a decade. It's been over a decade. I believe it was summer of oh my god, it's been over a decade. Summer of 2010 was my last time. I got invisible twist at that time. My last time ever going to a professional. Just was not a good experience, and I'm somebody who, when I don't have a good experience, I'm a lady of my word. I stick to it, and I said, nah, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna go to no professional ever again. Have not been back since. So I don't know how much knotless cost. I don't know how much box braids or twist or passion twist cost from a professional, but I was like, if I only spent what, $150 with that 10% off coupon, I did this myself, would this be what I would pay a professional to do my hair? Probably. I mean, this hair totes on the site that it can be worn for 12 weeks. It totes on the site that it is very lightweight. Why do I keep saying the word totes? I watch 90 Day Fiancé. If you watch 90 Day Fiancé and you know Angela, she uses the word totes a lot. I'm using the word totes. It says on the site all these things, and I can't vouch for the 12 weeks thing yet, but I can vouch for the lightweightness. I'll say this hair is very lightweight. It also says it's a very easy install. It says less than 2 hours. It took me 45 minutes Took me a little bit, between 40 and 45 minutes to install this hair. So super quick. The hair looks like this in the package. You get a package is enough to do a full head. Again, at that price it better be. But a package is enough to do a full head, and this is what the hair looks like in the package. So you get the twists. They look like this. A little loop. Just installed it in the install video. Pulled it through once. Had no problem with that, no issue whatsoever, and it was the quickest install I've ever had on this channel, ever on my channel. Again, I've installed twists before, island twists, handmade twists, Fema Freak Mini Fro C twist. I've installed these on my channel before, but I think maybe because those were smaller, it took a little bit longer. 45 minutes and I was done, and I got a twist style that people again might sit in a salon for several hours and get done. So I factor it in as a good price, but again, I try various price points on this channel. Some people come and comment on videos where I try a hair that might be a little expensive. That's out my price range. I understand that. That's why I try, you know, $4.99 a pack to more expensive hairs. I would give you guys variety because some people will pay for a look, and I think this is a look that I would have paid for, you know. But I digress. Going into other claims, the site also says that this hair is water shower approved. It feels soft. I can say we'll test that water and shower approved factor of it, but I will say soft, very soft of the hair. I mean, I was very much so, I don't know what I expected, but it's definitely softer and very much so lightweight. It does not feel heavy at all. 120 twists come in the package, so if they send you what you need for a full head, they assume that 120 is enough for your full head. I had 10 braids, I believe, going straight back, and I used about 100 of the 120. So I had a little bit of the sliver, so it comes in like 6 separated spots in the package. You'll see it if you watch the install video, and I used about 5 of those 6. So not a lot needed to be done. Now this is a black owned business based in the UK, so black owned business, yeah, I know I love it. Yeah, I know I love to see it. And based in the UK, but I don't think shipping took that long. I think it was very quick. I always question when I hear that some companies are based in the UK and I get things very quickly. I'm always like, do they have a US like little distribution center that they send things from? They must, because I got it a little bit too fast for it to be hopping the pond the way it did. And I know how COVID impacts a lot with customs and everything, so the fact that it hopped the pond as quickly as it did made me feel like it was coming from somewhere here in the States. Now this hair is also handmade, which when things are handmade, when somebody's taking their time and doing this is why sometimes that price tag has to be what it has to be. You have to compensate yourself for the time. You can't spend 8 hours twisting the hair and selling something for $10. You know, you want to be compensated for your time. The time you put in, the packaging on this was exquisite. I have to give them big props for that. But overall, just knotted this hair once and applied the hair the same way all throughout my head, which probably also made it the easiest install in my life. I didn't have to do anything different in the front and the backs and the sides. Installed this hair, knotted it once, the same way all throughout my head. So overall, those are my day one thoughts. I have high hopes and high expectations that this hair is going to be low maintenance, and I really need that win after that lake wave hair. That lake wave hair was a lot, and I feel like I've been seeing so many content creators on this platform taking like a break summer, whether they're a wig content creator, natural hair content creator. They've been doing like box braids, twists, locks. I've been loving that for them, and I was like, why can't I partake? I want to have a chill time. I just went through the battle with that lake wave hair. I want a little bit of relaxation, and I think this hair is going to give me no fuss. But for you guys to see how I feel about this hair in a week, what my nighttime routine has been like, and has it gone uphill or downhill in a matter of a week, just keep watching to see my 1 week thoughts on these Majesty twists.
1 week later.
So now coming on here for my 1 week thoughts on this Boho Locs Majesty twist hair. Now this is what it looks like at 1 week in. Doesn't look any different than it did at one day. I see why I don't try a lot of twists on this channel. I see why I don't bring the box braids and the locks. Every time it's like a little gappity gap between my last time trying like a braided style or a lock style. I always forget, why don't I do more on this channel? And then I remember, because it looks exactly the same. It's no fun. It's no variability. I like to be shocked on whether hair will perform or not perform. This hair is going to give me consistency. Like, this is no fun. I know I'm going to feel the same way about this hair at the final thoughts, because what can really go wrong with this situation? What has this hair been? Has it been high maintenance, low maintenance? It's been low maintenance. No, scratch that. It's been no maintenance. Nothing. I put a scarf on, I go to sleep, I wake up. That's all it's been. That's all it's been. This hair hasn't gotten heavier over the past couple weeks. It's very still lightweight. I can't tell if it's warm. It's not warm. I mean, I feel like my scalp is very breathable. It's breathing in this situation more than it would be if it was probably like a Zuri Congo curl or that darling hair that I had in last, or all these hair. It's a lot more breathability, but it's hot here in North Carolina. It's like 93 degrees today. And it's early in the morning and it's already sweltering. Like, I cannot turn my air conditioning on when I'm filming because you guys would hear that background noise. So I'm over here sweating. So I'm not going to be talking to you for too long because there's not really much to say at 1 week in. It's performing exactly how I thought it was going to perform. Looks very good. I really like the color. I really like kind of the uniqueness for me. I'm starting to get used to like a 613 ends, like a black 27 613 ends. I'm starting to love that, especially for the summertime months. But overall, 1 week, what is there really to say? No real nighttime routine required and no volatility or variability with how this hair is going to look. But if you want to see how this hair is going to look on its very last day, just keep watching to see my final thoughts on this Boho Locs Majesty twist hair.
Later.
So now, coming on here for my final thoughts on these Boho Locs Majesty locks. Boho Locs is the name of the company. I have to keep remembering that. Boho Locs is like a phrase. These are the Majesty twists from the Boho Locs company. As you can see from the signage, it has been 3 weeks with this hair. And yes, I know this is a hair that totes that you could wear for up to 12 weeks. It's a long wearing hair, but two things are always true on this channel. One, I am a crochet hair review channel. So if I wore hair for 12 weeks, every hair for 12 weeks, I mean, I would only be able to try 4 hair a year if I did that for every hair. And two, this hair, if you watch one of my most recent vlogs, I talked about this, but this hair, perfect, amazing, incredible. My hair has been acting a plum fool for literally the last 2 hairs that I've tried. Now, I will tell you what my hair looks like if I took this headband off. This headband has been a staple in my life for probably the last week and a half, truthfully. It's been almost a week and a half. For about half the wear of me wearing this hair, this headband has been a staple, mainly because my edges have been out of control. I'll insert a raw image of what my edges look like if they were not edged down, edge controlled down, and without this headband on. They look atrocious. It looks a mess, an honest mess, and I don't know what's happening. Now, it did the same thing in my Rasta-free Lake Wave hair, and that hair, when I was wearing that hair, if you saw the review I had at the end, I wore that hair for 2 weeks, my edges were coming out, and I was like, okay, this is weird. But I took that hair out and I applied this hair on that braid pattern. I just redid a couple of the braids. So a couple of the braids where, of course, if you saw my install video, my hair was prior to install already having some of my edges come out. I was like, okay, let me just redo it. Let me attach them back again. And again, they are out here playing games. It's my own hair. And again, I have to take this hair out because I'm not wearing a headband everywhere. The purpose of me wearing crochet hair is to look good and slay. I shouldn't have to wear a headband. I remember the headband wig craze. Remember it was going crazy. Still kind of going crazy right now. I wasn't big on that because a headband's cute, it's easy, it's convenient. This is convenient, but it's convenient because it's covering up something that I didn't want it to be. I wanted to flawlessly wear my twist without having any kind of limitations. I'm having limitations. So this review, I'm going to try to focus it on the hair itself, but I want to let you know why I'm taking it out at 3 weeks as opposed to not wearing it for any longer. One, I got a trip coming up soon and I do want to wear new hair for my trip, but two, I could wear it longer if my own hair wasn't acting a plum fool. I don't want to have to wear a headband. So again, focusing on the hair itself, let's get to it. How has the hair been? Like I mentioned, phenomenally. No maintenance, which why I hate trying twist, braided styles, all that. I get that question all the time on my channel. Why don't you do it more? It's because it's no frills, no thrills, no fuss, which I typically love. If I did a whole year of doing box braided styles, passion twist, bomb twist, majesty locks, mermaid locks, boho locks, if I did all that, where would be the fun? Where would be the fun of all that? So this is what it looks like. Let me get up in camera. I mean, it looks exactly the same. Haven't cut the hair, haven't done anything to this hair. 3 weeks, it's just been looking the same way. Been still hanging on at 18 inches. Been still hanging on at this 1B27 613 color. Everything's been good. I definitely think you're going to get your money's worth if you go to a stronger braider. I don't know if it's a summer thing. I was talking to one of my best friends at brunch the other day, and she was talking about how her hair was acting a fool this summer too. So I don't know if it's a summer thing. At first I attributed it on the lake wave hair. I attributed it to the wind. I thought, oh yeah, the wind disrespected me. It disrespected me in San Francisco, and it disrespected my real hair, but I have no excuse here. I don't know why it's doing it here and no windy weather. But the hair itself didn't do anything wrong. Is it water friendly? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? It's good at getting wet. I've gotten the hair itself wet, so I've run water through the actual hair itself, not trying to avoid my own hair because it's already got its challenges right now. And it didn't really hold and soak in water, and it wasn't extremely heavy like some locks do. Locks, I feel like sometimes can absorb the water, whereas this kind of glides off. It kind of goes through. I don't know if it's the twistiness of it or the twist format of it, whatever the case may be. The water doesn't hold on for long. It definitely gets wet, but it dries super fast, and it's not heavy during that wet stage. So I really love that, as opposed to kind of how sometimes locks can get super heavy and your head can feel like, whoa, the neck problems, I'm gonna need a massage after this. In terms of active friendly, absolutely. You can definitely pull this hair back if you want to, whatever you have to do. I do know they have an even longer version, so I wouldn't recommend even longer for a gym. I think it would be a little bit too hot, a little bit too warm going down your back. I think the hair, my scalp doesn't feel warm at times. It's been a scorcher. I don't know about y'all, but where I'm at, it's been a scorcher. So my back has really probably felt more warmth just because my hair is rubbing against my back. My scalp still feels breathable, feels very breathable. It's not really, you know, it's warm because it's warm outside. It's never going to be cool while it's 92 outside, but my scalp feels better than like my back sometimes. My back can get a little warm because this is like a blanket for my back. So the hair, water active friendly, definitely would recommend it. Hi, hello, future me here for a brief intermission, and I wanted to come on here while the hair is out of my head. As you're seeing right now, my final thoughts are filmed with the hair in. I took the hair out at this point, and I wanted to show you guys, yes, I took the hair out in a way in which the hair can be reused. You guys let me know in my install video the hair is expensive. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's expensive. It's also reusable. It took me nothing to take the hair out, and every strand, again, looks as good as it was when I first installed it. Still got the loop there. Every single hair is exactly the same. Can be reused, saving it, because who knows, I may want to reuse this hair. I know I have a review channel where I try different hair, but this hair, again, being the cost that it was, why would I not want to try to preserve and save it? So yes, I got tons of comments in my install video. It's not lost upon me that this hair is $167, and even in this review video, $167, that's crazy, I can't do it. It's gonna be a lot of comments, and I understand it. I've tried different price points. I've tried $4.99. I've tried all the way up to, you know, $167 for a whole pack. It's gonna be variety on my channel because of course I want to support black owned, but also of course because people's pocketbooks are different. There were so many comments in my last video. Hey, I've tried Boho Locs. I've tried Boho Locs. I've tried from this company. I've bought from this company. I reused from this company. There were just as many of those comments, if not tons more, than there were the, oh no, I'm not paying that. I get it. Price points are different. Somebody's not gonna want a Louis Vuitton purse. Somebody's gonna be like, Michael Kors purses are too expensive. Somebody's gonna be like, Aldo purses are too expensive. And some people are going to be like, those Target bags are too expensive. Price points are all over the places, and people's expense levels when it comes to shoes, purses, even hair is going to vary. But just letting you guys know that for this hair in particular, yes, you can take it out very easily without cutting, and you can save it, and it can be reused. So back to the video. The reason my hair is doing this potential whatever that it's got going on isn't because the hair is heavy and weighing on it. It's just simply something my hair is going through right now. So to combat that, I'm not installing my next hair. I'm not even probably gonna install my next two hair. I'm gonna take a break from my own installs until I can figure out what's going on with that. So I'm gonna have my mom install my next hair. So excited. She's not gonna install it in camera, so people are like, oh, we're gonna get a mom does my hair video. My mom ain't into these shenanigans. My mom, for her to be as young as she is and as fly as she is, she she is so private. She ain't got no Facebook. She ain't got no Twitters, Instagrams. Took her a year to find out I had a YouTube, and I had to tell her. So I'm gonna have her do my next install of a hair that y'all have been dying for me to try for quite some time. So if you are excited to see that video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because you guys will not want to miss it. It's going to be interesting. So make sure you're locked in and have that notification bell on so you don't miss that upcoming review. And if you want to just see my normal person life in real time, make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 so you can keep up with my shenanigans in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.